For the past few days, I've been not really arguing, but stating fact to this man-child that is a friend of a friend, basically. Like, my friend posted about how she had yelled at somebody for leaving their dog in their car when it was a hot day out, and this man-child basically told her that he knows more about it than she does, and that dogs are fine in cars, you can leave them all you want, as long as you crack a window, there's no difference. Keep in mind, this guy's trying to tell Arizona residents how the temperature is here in Arizona when he visited one time a couple years ago. And he's born, raised, and currently lives in Ohio. This guy who visited Arizona says he knows more about Arizona weather than Arizona residents, and he understands more of it than us because he visits. I mean, I've only lived here for more than half of my life, so I know quite a bit about all of this. He says that even at 75 degrees, if you crack a window, then your car is only going to be like 80 degrees. No, not here in Arizona. That may be the case if you're in Ohio, but here in Arizona, if it's 75 degrees and you crack a window and it's the daytime, when you get back to your car, it's going to be 123 degrees in your car, minimum, because that's what the statistics say. If you actually go to the weather stats for the area, like say Phoenix during this month, if it is say 75 degrees, the average vehicle's temperature with a window cracked at 1 inch is 123 degrees seat temperature. Now, same vehicle at 80 degrees, seat temperature reaches over 150 degrees. Now keep in mind, our temperatures go well over 100. There are days where you have to kind of safely crawl into your vehicle, and then you have to turn on your AC, get that going, and then you have to wait until your car cools off before you can get into it. This ass clown from Ohio says that he knows more about Arizona temperatures because at some point he actually visited Phoenix to see somebody for the weekend. Are you fucking kidding me? You visited this one time, so now you know more about Arizona than I do? I lived all over Arizona for years. Decades, 2 decades I've lived here. And he says that he knows more about it over a visit than I do. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. And it actually freaking irks me really bad when somebody says, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. And then he sits there and he literally pulled a Tommy Boy and said, well, you can get a good look at a T-bone's ass by sticking you up a bull's ass, but I'd rather take a butcher's word for it. In that analogy, dude, I would be the butcher and you'd be the ass. Because I live here. I know the temperature. I am currently in Arizona. He is, and has been for the past several years, been in Ohio. He's only left Ohio on 5 occasions, one of which he came to Arizona. The other 4, he went to like California and Colorado, and somehow he says that he knows more about Arizona than me. And he tries to use a freaking movie quote to prove his point. I mean, seriously.